Hey everyone, it's Dr. Tony Hampton here. And wow, today we're diving into something that has everyone talking. Elon Musk, billionaire, innovator, and headline machine, is now making waves not just for his rockets or tweets, but instead for a bombshell report exposing alleged extensive drug use. Now listen, I don't normally jump on breaking news like this, but when the New York Times drops an article claiming Musk has been using a pharmacy's worth of drugs, including ketamine, ecstasy, mushrooms, Adderall, and that it may be affecting his bladder, behavior, and even national policy, well, the doc in me had to speak up. So this isn't just gossip. It's a breakdown from a physician's perspective of what we know about Elon's reported drug use, how these drugs work in the brain and body, the potential risks they carry, and most importantly, what this reveals about mental health and how nutrition, especially a ketogenic diet, may be the better long-term prescription. Stick with me, because we're not talking just about Elon. We're talking about what this means for you, your family, and the future of mental health and metabolic healing. So do me a favor, comment below where you're watching from. And while you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more content that cuts through the noise and helps you to heal. So let's jump in. So here's what's the news. According to multiple sources cited in the New York Times, Elon Musk, now 53, has reportedly taken ketamine so frequently that he experienced bladder issues, which is a classic side effect of chronic ketamine use. Used ecstasy and psychedelic mushrooms at private events. Carried a daily pill box with what appeared to be about 20 different medications, including ones marked like Adderall. Exhibited erratic behavior, including gesturing like a Nazi at a rally, posting incoherently on social media, and even participating in government meetings while possibly under the influence. Now, Musk has previously claimed he takes ketamine about once every 2 weeks for depression, but insiders say it's been far more frequent, sometimes daily, and often mixed with other substances. What does this mean? Is this addiction, self-medication, burnout, or all of the above? Let's take a moment and look at the mechanisms of these drugs. Let's start with the big one, ketamine. Originally developed as a surgical anesthetic, ketamine blocks NMDA receptors in the brain, producing a dissociative, almost out-of-body experience. It also increases glutamate in certain regions, which may create rapid antidepressant effects. Some mental health clinics now offer ketamine infusions for treatment-resistant depression. But here's the catch. Chronic use of this drug can cause bladder pain and urinary frequency, cognitive dysfunction, intolerance and psychological dependence, and dissociation from reality. So when Musk says it was affecting his bladder, he's not exaggerating. That's textbook. MDMA or ecstasy increases serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine, creates euphoria, emotional warmth, and heightened sensory perception. But repeated use can deplete serotonin and cause depression, memory issues, neurotoxicity, and emotional burnout. Psychedelic mushrooms act on serotonin receptors, particularly 5-HT2A, to alter perception and induce spiritual or ego-dissolving experiences. Studies suggest potential for depression and PTSD treatment, but that's under medical guidance, not casual weekend partying. Risks include anxiety, panic attacks, and psychosis in vulnerable individuals. Adderall, a mix of amphetamine salts that boost dopamine and norepinephrine, used to treat ADHD but frequently abused for energy and focus. Side effects include insomnia, anxiety, increased heart rate, addiction, and eventually burnout. So when you mix all of these, you're not just taking the edge off. You're scrambling your neurotransmitters like a breakfast omelet. And that's not speculation. That's pharmacology. So let's connect the dots. Erratic behavior, public outbursts, tweeting at 3 a.m., Nazi-like salutes at rallies, talks of lasers from space, could be eccentric genius, could also be a brain wired by stress, sleep deprivation, and psychoactive substances that tweak perception, mood, and impulse control. control. And it doesn't stop there. The same report reveals Musk is battling binge eating, chronic stress, and appears to rely on weight loss meds, like GLP-1 agonists like Ozempic or Wegovy, which ironically tells us the obvious. This man is not well. And yet, this very same man was invited into the halls of power, helping craft government policy while reportedly high on dissociative anesthetics. But here's the twist. While Musk exits the White House stage, another figure may be entering it, Dr. Ketamine. She's a trained physician who understands metabolic health, neuroinflammation, and how diet impacts the brain. If these two worlds ever cross paths, Musk might finally be exposed to the kind of healing no pill can provide. The power of food as medicine. Isn't that ironic? So what should we take away from this? Look, I'm not here to shame Elon Musk. In fact, in many ways, I respect his genius. But I believe even the most brilliant minds can be trapped in a broken system. Let me speak plainly. Many mental health conditions, anxiety, depression, mood swings, are symptoms, not root causes. The brain is an energy-intensive organ, and when it's inflamed, insulin-resistant, or deprived of fat and key nutrients, it malfunctions. Drugs may help in a crisis, but they often mask the real problem. That's where nutrition comes in. The ketogenic diet, a low-carb, high-fat, anti-inflammatory approach, is now emerging as one of the most powerful tools for brain healing because it stabilizes blood sugar, reduces neuroinflammation, and enhances mitochondrial function. Dr. Georgia Ede's work makes this crystal clear. Her book, Change Your Diet, Change Your Mind, is a must-read. She explains how grains, seed oils, and sugar impair mental clarity, and why animal-based nutrition restores it. So whether you're Elon Musk or just someone struggling to get out of bed in the morning, understand this. You're not broken, but your inputs may be. Feed your brain the right fuel. Not just ketamine or Adderall, but ketones and DHA. Not just mushrooms, but minerals from liver and magnesium-rich foods. So what's the takeaway? This isn't a takedown of Elon Musk. This is a wake-up call for all of us, because behind every erratic billionaire, every burned-out mom, every distracted teenager could be a brain begging for help. Not another pill, but real food, real sleep, and real healing. As a doctor trained in obesity and functional medicine, I've seen lives transformed not through prescriptions, but through metabolic shifts. That's the revolution we need, starting in your kitchen, not in a capsule. So if this message resonates with you, leave a comment below and let me know what you think about this story. And please share this with someone you love. And don't forget to like and subscribe and check out my video playlist that's in the video description. Do me a favor and stay curious, stay hopeful, because health isn't just physical, it's emotional, it's spiritual, and most importantly, it's possible. I'll see you in the next video.